the unpaved road. Turn left onto the unpaved road. In 1/4 mile, arrive at left Tailrace Campground on the right.
Just an itty bitty bitty about a couple on the road, driving an RV, pulling a toad. No place special to roam, not looking for a home. Won't you come along with us? We are RPlaceTravels.
So we're talking about a campground,
Campsite we stayed at in South Dakota.
left Tailrace.
It's right in the center of the whole state. It's an Army Corps of Engineer.
Which we like.
Only have
Electric and water. It was nice and quiet. It did get a little busy on the weekends, but not like what we usually have. I think the season's already coming to an end. I loved the tables that they had there. They were all cement, and they were like a deserty color.
we took the bikes out and rode the bikes around the park. We did not take the kayak out. I didn't feel like dragging it out, especially with my back being sore. But it would have been a nice lake. Again, we met people
Yeah.
at the campsite, got to know people.
It was just somebody, she just came up and basically goes, "Can I come in and see your rig?" And off we went. So we went to each other's rigs, and you just kind of connect sometimes and stuff. So we kind of were doing little things together and stuff. So it was kind of nice. So I have to say, RV people are the best people.
This campsite, it's an Army Corps of Engineer. It's right along the Missouri River, but it's right in between two Indian reservations. And it's at a dam, and the dam is called Big Bend Dam. To one side of the Missouri River is the Lower Brule Indian Reservation, and the other side is the
Crow Creek.
which is a part of the Sioux tribe.
It's the Sioux Nation, and they have little,
Like sub-tribe.
the tribe's name. The biggest one is the Lakota, and that's mostly as we go more north.
Fort Thompson is the town. There's the town right there. It's about 2 miles away from the campsite.
We went even into the little town. They had a little grocery store.
Did our shopping there because there's nowhere else. I mean, there's nowhere to go.
Right, it's
Well-
like 2 hours away.
Yeah, the closest average-sized town was 2 hours away. So there was nothing there, so we had to use this small grocery store in town.
And they had
but they had everything
They
you
had
needed.
Everything we
You
needed.
know, it was an actual full-on grocery store.
Yeah, but small.
It wasn't
Just
a
small.
convenience store, but it was small. But it had everything you need.
And everybody's been really nice and that. And it's all on reservation land that
Yep.
you're going on.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
all
they
written, yeah.
right. So, but they had a gas station. They had a little bit of the bank was there. Everything that you possibly need, they had there. We went to a powwow while we were there. It was for the whole weekend. We heard it like Friday night go. I think it started on Friday night, but we went on Saturday.
Yeah, you could hear it from the campsite.
What is a powwow? Traditionally, powwows were held as a celebration for fall harvest, successful hunts, and for all births, deaths, weddings of tribal members during the past year. It was also a gathering place for all other tribes, relatives, and friends to meet and celebrate.
Keep all that stuff away from you. Keep it in your homes where it came from. Keep it over there, somewhere else. And these are some of the things I want to tell you about. That's what killed our people. Used to be just alcohol. Now it's all about meth and coke and all that other stuff that goes along with it. And even if you're sober, you could still kill somebody with your anger that you haven't experienced in recovery. Spending horse.
This is an annual thing.
The powwow is. We went on Saturday. We actually went early. We weren't sure what time to go or anything, so we kind of went early. I think we were there at like 11:30, somewhere around there. And we were in a big long line because apparently they had a parade. So the parade was actually moving into where they had the powwow. We were in line probably 20 minutes, something like that. And then we parked, and then nothing was going on until like 1 o'clock. So, but we just stayed, and people were setting up chairs and getting their costumes on. We saw a bunch of horses. They got makeup put on the horses, and then we had lunch. Then we waited for the powwow.
Coffee. What was the coffee? They had something in it. They claimed it was a cure-all coffee, and it'll cure this and cure this and cure this.
They started it at 1 o'clock. They started with the drums. Each of the tribes that came, because apparently within the Crow Creek Nation is more tribes. So they had each tribe that had their own drummers. And they were all set up, and the guy with the microphone went to each of the drummers and had them play. It was just beautiful to watch. I just was overwhelmed to look. Then you think that all the Indians would be in brown. Everything would be brown, just from living from what you could get from this deer skin and buffalo skins, and everything would be brown. It is just amazing to see how colorful they make everything. Feathers and that horsehair. We kind of went through some of the stuff that they were selling, and then one of the places had all that kind of stuff, the hides and the beads and the horsehair. Everything was dyed, all different colors.
And the one gentleman here, apparently this is a prayer. I can't speak their language, but it was obviously it was a prayer to start the ceremony. And that's what you're hearing here, is a prayer.
Pia wakavelo cha ukupelo kasla ne nishna ne makanga kasla tatir toka lana woche ke wasaka ka kasla ki lana wopula ke ne chapu aho mita krasla.
From here on, we're going to head to the Badlands. So we'll catch up with you then.
Mm-hmm.